And we're going to start on BBC iPlayer with a new drama series. It actually dropped on iPlayer on Saturday, the 4th of May. And here's a clip.
I'm the advisor to President Nicolae Ceausescu. I was in charge of setting up hundreds of espionage operations in the West and the Middle East.
Are you saying you want to defect?
Yes.
This is the biggest defection we've ever had from the East Bloc. It's a massive blow to the Soviets. Right now, Carter's struggling not to let Camp David fail.
This is a six-parter, loosely based on a true story. It stars Romanian actor Alex Secaranu, who you might have caught in Happy Valley. He was also in the film God's Own Country. Anyway, he is playing Victor Godunov, who is the right-hand man and personal advisor to Romanian President Nicolae Ceausescu. Unknown to the rest of the intelligence service and his boss, he's actually a mole working for the KGB. So yes, in episode 1, his colleagues are beginning to suspect that he might be linked to the Soviets, and they're trying to get evidence against him. And so he can kind of see which way the wind's blowing. So while he's on a diplomatic mission to Germany, he goes to the American embassy and he contacts a CIA agent, Frank Jackson, played by Parker Sawyers, who once played Barack Obama. Interesting fact. And we go from there. So I guess at the end, two ends of the spectrum of spy films and TV series, you got James Bond on the one hand, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, John le Carre at the other end. This is much more in Tinker Tailor territory, and it's really well done. It looks great. The period detail is good. So, you've got KGB, you've got Romanian Secret Service, you've got CIA, you've got the Stasi, the East German Secret Service. And the main character, he just plays his cards so close to his chest. And the world of spying, Cold War spying, it's not glamorous at all, is it? It's kind of grey. There's a lot of cross and double cross. And I really enjoyed episode 1. I thought it was the pace was good. It looks really convincing. And of course, for the main actor, being Romanian, I think he lives in Bucharest. He was born just after these events. And it's an interesting backdrop because obviously we've all heard of Ceausescu in very negative terms. He was a dictator, but at this time, he was quite involved in the Camp David peace talks. And that's why the kind of American administration under President Carter doesn't want to rock the boat by having a sort of Soviet double agent come in from the cold, if you like, defect to the US. So that means that Victor is kind of left in limbo. He's got a kind of unhappy marriage. He's got a teenage daughter. There's betrayal going on. You get to know Ceausescu and his wife. The whole thing is brilliantly done, and I really enjoyed it. What did you think, Hannah?
Yeah, I think it's pacey too. I mean, I'm quite interested in spies and what they get up to, and then kind of the idea that it's all turned on its head, and are they really actually quite treacherous and not really spying for the side that you think they're spying for after all? Because of course, if you're already if you're already that kind of, I suppose if you're interested in that kind of thing, could you turn at any time? So I find that kind of pacey part of it really interesting. But I also agree with you. It's not. I imagine being a spy as being quite glamorous, and this really isn't. And it's also really quite scary, isn't it? It's quite sort of frightening because people probably, even though you're a spy, you're always worried you're going to be caught out. Double life, etc., etc. But I did think this was good from what I've seen so far, and it's pacey because the stakes are high. It's it's you all the time you're kind of concerned for a number of different reasons, if you know what I mean. You're kind of on the edge of your seat. So I think it is interesting, and I also think it's something a bit different.